Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites, whiskey and sometimes rum reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. Like I said, we're switching things up tonight. We are not doing a whiskey. I know, shame on me. But earlier this week was National Rum Day, so I thought I would share one of my favorite discoveries, secrets, whatever you want to call it, about rum that I came across earlier this year. So if you read the title of this video and you saw the thumbnail, don't worry, I am not tricking you. This is actually a rum that was distilled at the infamous Four Square Distillery for under $20. Like, I know, I was blown away personally. I know some of you guys are like, yeah, I already know it. I know they do another line called the Real McCoy as well. However, tonight we are talking about none other than Dorley's. Dorley's is a brand. It's available across the United States at Total Wine. Their bottles, literally, almost all of them are under $20, and they have some really, really cool, interesting releases. So I don't know if I'm sharing a secret. I hope people aren't mad at me for talking about this rum. I'm sorry. I try to help the people because I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am, because y'all know Foursquare is probably the most reveled rum distillery, at least for bourbon drinkers out there. So I think people consider, even Fred Minnick called Foursquare the Pappy of rum. So a lot of it's very, very expensive. I have fallen victim of buying several of them. Like when we were talking about in the chat earlier tonight, Aiden mentioned the Foursquare 2007 was his favorite rum in general. So we're going to put this to the test. Now, of course, I guess the real catch is, it's kind of the gotcha, the clickbaity moment is, this Dorley's is not cask strength like this release is. So it is lower proof. However, it's got some of the same age statements that you'll see on Foursquare. So we're going to try it today. We're going to see how it compares. And again, for $20, I challenge you, see if you can beat this for the price. If you can, let me know in the comments below what rum you recommend. So so I want to say hello to everyone here in the chat now that I got the explanation of why it's not clickbait out of the way. Aiden and I were chatting earlier. I see Whiskey Nose. First of all, big shout out to Jason from the Mash and Drum. He was doing a bull run pick earlier tonight. He gave a shout out to my channel. I really appreciate that. So if you're new here from Jason, welcome. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the show. Trust me, I do whiskey most of the time. We do rum every now and then because I like exploring different spirits. That's one thing that I feel like is different about my channel compared to, there's a lot of other channels that do it too, but I love exploring new spirits, whether it's, Scotch or rum or freaking mezcal. So I like discovering new things, and hopefully you guys, like branching out a little bit too. That's what we're doing here tonight. Donnie says, stop giving away our secrets. I know. I'm ruining it for everyone. I hope not. Well, that's the thing. So like I asked on page or on Discord, I was like, it's not like that they don't want us to know this. They want us to buy it. It's obviously a Spirits Direct brand. But do they want us to buy it up and so they sell out of? I don't know. We'll see. But Whiskey Nose, Marty, what's up? Check out Whiskey Nose's channel. Does some great content there. Marty and Jenny. Sugar Kitty, Byte Club member, which by the way, if you guys are looking for ways to support the channel and you're enjoying yourself tonight, you can become a member of the Byte Club, which is my channel membership. And that's for $1.99 a month. You get access to exclusive emojis, like all the new range of Cliffy emojis and things like that. Plus, it does help out the channel. While we're at it, I do want to mention that we are doing our after party hangout tonight. That's everyone on Patreon, $10 and up. So if you want to hang with us, things get a little crazy. Cliffy definitely makes an appearance at those pretty much every time. So if you want to do that, I'll put a link in the chat over there, patreon.com/bourbonbites. Like I said, we do, for the $5 tier, we do a monthly hangout. But yeah, $10 tier, you get the after party hangout. And then above that, you get access to some things like a Bourbon Bites subscription box, which is a monthly private tasting with me. Well, private tasting among the other people at that level. So check it out. If you're interested in supporting the channel, it does help out a lot. But I also want to help you guys out. So we're going to be doing another giveaway. Normally it's the Wheel of Whiskey, but tonight it's going to be called the Wheel of Rum because the Rotundra of Rum. There we go. That's what we're calling it. So I will be giving away 5 samples of all 5 whiskeys we are. And you guys should do a drinking game of every time I say whiskey. So I'm giving away 1 sample set of all 5 rums we're trying tonight. Every super chat is an entry, so get your entries in. At any point during the stream tonight, we're going to do a drawing at the very end, and someone's going to win 5 amazing rums that I'm falling in love with. So other members here in the chat, I see. Well, Sugar Kitty's the only member, but I see a lot of familiar faces here. What's up, Mike Stahl, Mike Meyer, Whiskey Fancy's another great channel here on YouTube. Fred Gilbert, patron of the show. Welcome, Fred. Good to see you. Whiskey Mountains, an amazing channel on YouTube. I have a good friend of mine. We need to have her on the show here soon. We got to do a flight soon. Aiden, I mentioned earlier. Good to see you. Austin Feltz, David Bass. I think that's actually a new name. Welcome, David. Glad to have you here. And Gary White as well. I think both of those names I don't recognize. So glad to have y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoy the show. Cohen is here talking about Dorley's 12 is at Total Wine. Yes, we're going to get into the prices of each of these as we go down the line. Now, I know not all of these are technically under 20. However, they go on sale very, very often. So that's kind of where I got my pricing from. I'll explain as we go along what they were priced at when I bought them and what they're available for normally. A Bubble Bath Bourbon. Sup, whiskey people? Yeah, whiskey people are tuning into some rum tonight because we're switching things up a bit. Donnie with the first super chat tonight. He says, hashtag I never win. Y'all know that's the secret formula to winning these samples. So Donnie knows what's up. We learned that from Don Nishida. Sugar Kitty says, if we drink every time Clifton says whiskey, we're going to be in the ER. Absolutely, because it's going to happen. I'm so used to saying whiskey. I'm absolutely going to mess it up several times tonight. Cool running. Cheers to you, my friend. Good to see you here. Boo Ryan, another new name. Looking forward to your thoughts on the rum. Hey, cheers to you. I love your name, by the way, Boo Ryan. That's really cool. Cohen says Probita's rum is also good. Foursquare and Hampton Estates blend that is only 22-ish. Very, very cool. Yeah, so I know they also do the Real McCoy, but this is actually the first one that I've really discovered, like pricing-wise, that I'm super excited about. So some info about Dorley. So that is, like I said, their budget line. It's actually used to be a distillery exclusive. It was released in 1993, which so was I. Ha, get it? But yeah, so it was distillery exclusive to begin with. It was at the Four Square Distillery in Barbados. They since expanded into the European market. I think one of these was originally an Australia only release, but they've since, of course, expanded it. But now it's available at pretty much every Total Wine in, at least that I checked. I checked both out here in Los Angeles as well as I always like to double check things for back home in South Carolina and in Kentucky just to see, a wide range of, what's available. So this is pretty available everywhere. Not all of them, but some of them. So we're going to see. We're going to see if it holds up. Again, we're going to work our way up in price and in age. So we're going to start out. Man, this is not going to work well on my green screen. So let me just let's go get it out of the way. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. This is it's really blowing out. But this is a 3-year-old white rum. So it's not fully white. It's got a little bit of a tinge to it there. But yeah, this is basically their white rum. Now this 1.75 liter bottle was $22. So if you do the math and divide that out to, like a 750 milliliter bottle, you're looking at what, $12 to $14 for this one. But it's 3 years age dated. And actually, so it's a white rum. What they do is they do a charcoal filtering on it to remove the color. So it's definitely still a white rum, but it has a little bit, they don't fully, filter it out. But I think it's pretty cool that they remove it. But it's still, somewhat natural colored. So let's start out with this one. Like I said, $22 for a 1.75 liter. I saw a couple comments in the chat. Make sure to hit the like button. Yes, you guys, please, if you are enjoying the show, if you enjoy Anytime tonight, make sure to hit the like button. Of course, and like I said, subscribe if you're not yet. I really appreciate all the new people coming over. Glad to see new faces. I go live every Thursday night at same time, 7 p.m. Pacific. So hope to see you here. Like I said, we usually do whiskey. We do bourbon mostly, but we do scotch every now and then. I actually have an Ardbeg LE stream coming up soon where I have a bunch of, thanks to my friend Aaron, a bunch of limited edition committee releases of Ardbeg from the past few years. Super, super excited about that one. I have a little guilty pleasure towards Ardbeg, even though I'm a bourbon lover. So speaking of bourbon lover, what's up, Swan? Swan was on my stream 2 weeks ago. He said he's getting drunk at the zoo. Glad to see everyone. Well, getting drunk at the zoo, Swan. I don't think there's swans at the zoo. Are there? I don't know. Maybe in your area. Let me know. Yes, hot that like button. Hot the like button as well as hit it too. Cheers, James. Good to see you as well. Whiskey Mountains. I'm getting caught up on the chat. She says, I now want a pregnant distiller to do a baby announcement as like a special barrel release. Oh, I got you because I said I was I was distilled or I was made. That would actually be really cool, but it'd also be kind of sad because they're a master distiller and being pregnant, they're probably not going to be. They're going to have to take a step down or, they may do some mouth swishes. I know some people do that to still be able to be a master taster and pregnant at the same time. Hey, you do you. So yeah, let's go ahead and Steven Sussman. What's up, Steven? And Perry from This Is My Bourbon Podcast. Y'all make sure to go subscribe to This Is My Bourbon Podcast after the show. And he's nearing on 1,000 subscribers. So let's try to get him that point soon. But yeah, let's get some rum. Second super chat of the night. Man, the Webs really want this rum. Diana says, Donnie won't win because his wife will win. Oh, man, is this some husband-wife rivalry? You guys, maybe you guys shouldn't super chat, so we can just let them battle it out. I'm just kidding. No, you guys, I'm sure they share their samples. But, yeah, so just let you guys know, giving away samples of all 5 of these for any super chats that come in tonight. You'll be entered into the Rotundra of Rum. Man, that does not flow off the tongue. All right. Let's go ahead and pour this 3-year-old White Rum from Dorley's. Distilled at Foursquare. It's a Barbados rum. Yeah, there's not much information in terms of mash bill. Some of these, or not mash bill. Surprise, it's sugarcane. I didn't mean that. I meant in terms of which barrels they aged it in. However, some of these later releases, as we go down the list, they actually tell you which casks they were in. So it's actually really exciting. Very similar to how Foursquare does it. So I'm excited to dive into these, especially the more higher end $20 bottles. It's going to be really fun. So Cohen says Dorley's 14 isn't in the US. That's correct. I've looked for it. Actually, someone said they did find it somewhere, but I don't know if it was in the US or not. Yeah, I don't have that one, but I have 5 of their expressions. I have, of course, the 3-year, 5-year, 8-year, XO, and 12-year. So got a full lineup here tonight. I think it'd be really fun for whoever wins the samples can rewatch the stream, maybe taste them with me. James is in for the win. He says, foil them both for the win. And Big Vic, man, Big Vic's getting his entry in. Big Vic. So that's okay. Donnie and Diana have some competition now. Cheers, Wesley. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. Bayou Dram says, cheers. Some rotten bastards sent me. Oh, man. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Rot Gut Review, go check him out. I actually missed his stream earlier tonight because I actually was recording a review for next week of a bourbon. Trust me, it's a bourbon. So Cliffy, it may show up very soon. Okay, Big Vic, I see what you're doing. Okay. Big Vic found a loophole. Tonight, I'm going to just set the record clear. Every person that sends a super chat, I don't know how to do this. Big Vic, don't screw with me. No, it's 1 entry per person tonight. I'll refund you $2 if you don't want that. I know I need to find a new formula. Basically, Big Vic found the loophole to my super chat method. I haven't bought tracking it, and the loophole is every super chat gets an entry. However, tonight we're doing a 1 entry per person because again, it's rum. I know a lot of you guys aren't as excited for rum, and it's a pretty affordable rum. So whatever any amount that you guys give will get you 1 entry tonight. I'll get back to the regular thing in the future where I do every $5 is an entry. But for now, 1 entry per person. Big Vic, if you want a refund of your $2, just let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and try this 3-year White Rum. And I'll just say, on the nose, I'm already hooked. This is, I don't have, okay, let's be real. When I was first getting into drinking, I drank a lot of White Rum when I was 21, basically around 21. I did a lot of rum cocktails. I got drunk and sick off of White Rum a lot. So I think I probably had a pretty bad experience with White Rum. I don't recall the specific memory that made me not like White Rum, particularly Bacardi. I just am not a fan of Bacardi, even their higher price stuff. It's just, there's a taste in Bacardi that I don't like. So I am excited to find a White Rum that doesn't have that note. So Big Vic says, okay, you got me. Cheers. Hey man, I appreciate it though. It does help. I mean, you guys feel free to send more. It's just, I know that loophole needs to be, I need to get onto my bot about that. Oh yeah, not Bacardi. But anyways, this is probably targeted as a competitor towards it. So let's see how it holds up. Cheers, guys. Man, that just blows Bacardi away. Let's get that out of the way to start with. That is a sipping. I don't think I've ever said this before. A sipping White Rum. I know, and it's an 80 proofer, but there's a lot of flavor there. I'm sure it will hold up extremely well. I'm sure this is made for mixed drinks. So don't get me wrong. It's not necessarily, targeted towards the sipper. However, that has a lot of really, really rich flavors. It's almost like it's a bit of a vanilla bomb, honestly. I mean, that's the biggest note, but it's not like a fake artificial vanilla. It's more of like a vanilla bean. Really, really buttery, but like a buttery vanilla cream or vanilla buttercream. Is that a thing? It's definitely in that territory. I mean, I could sip on this. Now, is this going to be my rum of choice for sipping? No, it's young. It's, not as complex as some of these other ones, but oh no, I upset the Puerto Rican. Adriana says, how dare you come for Bacardi like that? I know, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people may love Bacardi. It's it is probably the most popular rum. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like it. However, it's not for me. So I love Puerto Rico, but yeah, Bacardi's not for me. Scott Pigley says, I've toured Appleton Rum on vacation. Pretty cool. Yeah, I actually have never been to a rum distillery, so that actually would be a really cool experience. I'm curious, like, what similarities they have with bourbon distilleries. I imagine it's probably pretty similar once you get past the distilling stage. So that's cool, Scott. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I do hope to go to a rum distillery someday. So honestly, I'm very glad that we are off to a good start here tonight. We got to get through all 5 of these in an hour so we can get over to the after party hangout for patrons. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the the other handle. Yes, I picked up 2 handles for this stream because I'm dedicated, y'all. I put my heart and soul and hard-earned $20 into this stream. So next up is Dorley's 5-year Barbados Rum. Now, this is Fine Old. They do put the Fine Old on this one. I don't think that was on this one. Oh, and actually it is. It is. Okay, so Fine Old on both of them. This one's 5 years old now. Guess how much? $23 for a 1.75 liter. So when I saw that price, I got super excited. So this is basically, I'm sure it's the same, distillate that they're using for the 3-year. However, they don't do any stripping of the color on this one. Obviously, it's dark. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I know that Foursquare in general doesn't do added colors or added flavors or anything like that. I am not 100% sure with this budget line. If anyone knows, let me know, because this is pretty dark. But it could just be the 5 years. It is aged in American white oak casks. So again, $1 more, but you get 2 extra years. Let's go ahead and finish off this, and let's move on to the 5-year. So, question for you guys: I'm so into the whiskey world that I feel like I often neglect the rum world. Do they do like tasting? Is there a different like flavor wheel for rum, or is it the same like whiskey flavor wheel that we're all familiar with? Because I'm curious. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick Google search because I'm just curious to see if there's a flavor wheel that might, lean towards the sweeter, more molasses forward. And actually, there is. Holy crap! They have their own tasting wheel. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna pull that up, and I'm gonna reference that while we do the stream in case I come across any particular flavors that I'm not familiar with in the whiskey world, but in the rum world. So let me get that pulled up. Let's go and get that downloaded. Actually, I need to save that because that's a pretty cool wheel. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll share it with you guys at the end of this. Actually, I'll share it real quick with you guys. Well, now that I saved it, I guess I can pop it on the screen, can I? Let me see if I can pop it up for you guys. So you can take a quick look. Maybe screenshot it if you're tasting along with me. Let's see. It's going to cover my face completely, but let's go ahead and do it. just for your reference. There you go. So screenshot that. Hopefully it's clear enough, at least some points. But this is what I just found. So I'm going to be referencing this throughout the night and see if we can pull out some of those flavors. So if you missed it, you get it again. 1, 2, 3. All right. There you go. That's what we're going to reference here tonight. But yeah, I'm not super. Foursquare is basically the rum that stole my heart. I tried Foursquare and it basically canceled out all my other experience with rum. It blew my mind how approachable it was as a whiskey drinker. I again, Bacardi. Sorry, Adriana. But Bacardi just kind of ruined my opinion on rum. And it wasn't until I tried Foursquare that I was like, oh my God, this is actually some of the most delicious spirit I've ever tried. It's actually just as good as some of my favorite whiskeys. So that's why I'm excited to come across, their more budget line. Donnie says, post a link. Sure thing. Let me get that for you. This might work. We'll see. Rum flavor wheel. Yeah. And this link's probably really long. Donnie, let me know if that. Oh no, it broke it up. Shoot. You know what? Let me see if I can. It's on this page. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. There we go. That's a better link for you there. So that way you can click on it, save it for yourself. If you scroll down a little bit, you can find the actual wheel that I just pulled up. So, yeah, I'm excited to get more into these and learn more about rum. Oh, what's up? I see Jason Mashendrum. Yeah, I mentioned he was doing a barrel pick for Bull Run. Sounds really exciting. I was enjoying watching them do that pick on the stream. Go check out the replay of that. And again, thank you so much, Jason, for the shout out. It does. I know a lot of new faces are here tonight because of you. So, man, really appreciate that. So Bayou Dram says, if you drink enough rum, the flavor wheel will reveal itself to you. Maybe so, maybe so. Whiskey Fancy's just picked up the Four Square Sagacity. Oh, man, that's a delicious one. If y'all missed, I have done a stream before where I tried probably 5 or 6 different Four Squares. It was, oh, man, I was in heaven that night. So a little bit of a step down here with these, but however, hey, I'm enjoying my way through it. So let's go ahead and move on to the 5-year Dorleys. Like I said, aged in American oak. Definitely a lot more color on this one. All right. So also comes in a plastic handle. But yeah, color wise, it's pretty. It's actually, you know, it looks darker in the bottle. It's actually pretty light. So maybe they don't do any flavorings or any, not flavorings. They don't do any colorings to this. I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. So this one, I think it leans more. It goes more. The oak influence on this one. Difference of 2 years. Holy crap, what a difference that makes. There's a lot more oak on this one. It's more nutty. It reads more of like a, yeah, the pecan. I mentioned ice cream earlier, like with like caramel, but this is like more of a pecan crumble, like a crumble cake or something. Brown sugar. Man, this is a brown sugar bomb. The other one was more vanilla. This is more brown sugar. Yeah, there's definitely some spice, like some cinnamon or definitely, it's more like I'm trying to think of a dessert that I could associate with that, but man, that smells really good. Let's go and give it a try. Cheers, guys. Whiskey Mountain says rum smells so good. Oh man, it does. What's up, Ed? Good to see you, man. Sorry I missed your stream earlier. I got to catch the replay of that. If y'all missed Ed's stream over at the Rock Goat Review, make sure to go check out the replay like I will be doing, and make sure to subscribe. So, what's up, Sherry? Sherry actually won my giveaway last week. I actually just hand-delivered her samples earlier today. So if y'all want to be like Sherry, make sure to get your super chats in for a chance to win all 5 of these rums. All right. So tasting notes on the 5. Like I said, it's so much more desserty than the first one. The first one was vanilla. This is your baked, you know, I can't think of the pastry. It's a pastry of some kind. I just think this, if you're a whiskey drinker, this will be way more up your alley, especially if you're just getting into rum. This one is more traditional, sweet, desserty characteristics that you get on a whiskey. Yeah, again, these are the baseline products. But trust me, the ones we're going to get into later tonight are going to be way more impressive. So these are just, you know, there's a reason they only sell them in handles. I'll just say that. These are mostly meant for cocktails and mixed drinks. So once we get into these higher end ones, which y'all can see I've been really enjoying, especially this one. I've been drinking this one a lot. Y'all will see why I fell in love with Dorleys. It's similar to the reason I fell in love with Foursquare. So now that we're set our baseline, we got the 3-year, we got the 5-year down. I think we should move into the more higher ends. What do y'all think? What's up, Tom? La Print or LA Print? Scott Pigsley, good to see you, man. So Cohen says RL Seale's 10 years, great bang for the buck from Foursquare, 23-ish at Total Wine. Yeah, I actually haven't tried that one. RL Seale is the brand that stems all of these products from, basically the owner of Foursquare. Independent Joe, what's up, Joe? Thanks for stopping in. Independent Joe is a Byte Club member, so y'all make sure you use your emojis. People in the Byte Club, y'all got those exclusive emojis. So let me see them in the chat. Sugar Kitty, Independent Joe, send me some Cliffy because we need Cliffy to come out here soon. All right. So we tried the 3-year, the 5-year. Of those two for $1 more, I do recommend the 5-year. Now, it all depends on what your needs are, because a lot of times I'm wanting to make a mojito or, some kind of fruity tropical cocktail with a rum. I'm going to want a white rum. So I think the 3-year absolutely has a place on my bar. I'm going to be keeping a bottle of this around all the time because I never thought I would enjoy a white rum again after trying the previously mentioned Puerto Rican rum. But man, this one actually really, really impresses me. So that's going to be a place on my bar. The 5-year is more of a sippable one. If you're looking for entry level, man, if you love this 5-year, you can get a handle for $23. I mean, that'll last you a good while, unless you drink like I do and last you like a day. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, could y'all imagine if I drank a handle a day? Man, no. I'm sure some people can, just not me. All right, so we're going to move to the higher end Dorley products, the ones that got me really, really excited about the brand. So the next one we're going to move to is actually the next up. We're going up in price, like I said, and up in age. This next one is the 8-year. Now, this one was actually originally released as an Australia exclusive. Back when I told you they went to Europe after their distillery only release. And then this one was actually sent to Australia. However, of course, it made its way back around, and now it's in the United States at Total Wine. Beautiful bottle, man. I love this red bottle. Really pops. This has actually been sitting on my bar cart, as you can tell. Been drinking this one a lot. This one really stands out on the shelf. This one is $20 for this 8-year. Oof, that does not sound good. Yeah, Rock Gut Review says I knew a fella that drank a handle of vodka a day. It was not a great situation. Yeah, that's when you get into that like better check yourself kind of territory. I mean, I mean, you know what? If you're doing it, you're functioning, and you know you're in a good place, and good for you. But that's far beyond my tolerance, I'll say. Gosh, could you imagine? Don't even. That would be Cliffy with like 10 Fs. That'd be Cliffy. That would be Cliffy. Y'all don't want to see that one. That one will be on the floor by the end of the night. All right, let's go to pour the 8-year. So this one is, they do tell you on the back. Let me see what it says. Yep. So it says 8 years is a classic spirit aged in American white oak. So the actual, once we get to the next one, we'll actually break down what percent is in what kind of oak. So this one just says American white oak. Again, $20, 8-year-old rum, also 80 proof. This one has been going far too quickly on my bar cart. I love. So we just went to Mexico mid-July, and we stayed in an all-inclusive resort. And my favorite thing at all-inclusive resorts are the mixed drinks. I mean, I know, call me basic, I don't care. I love a good mixed drink, and a lot of times I was drinking. If I wasn't drinking a margarita, I was drinking a rum-based mixed drink. So I really enjoyed rum for cocktails. I love tiki drinks. We're actually going to Hawaii, fingers crossed, next month. So plan to drink a lot of tiki drinks out there. Let me know. Do you guys like tiki cocktails? What's your favorite? I think my favorite, honestly, I don't know if it's actually tiki. Yeah, it is. A Mai Tai. I guess it's a tiki cocktail. I love Mai Tais. I've had, that's my go-to when I'm at a tiki bar. Just order the Mai Tai. Some of them, especially in Hawaii, are, Hawaii just has some of the best food and some of the best cocktail culture that I've seen. Speaking of Hawaii, I haven't seen Don Nishida here yet today. I know it's early for him. I'm going to be doing a stream while I'm in Hawaii with Don Nishida that Saturday. So if y'all are curious and want to see Don surprise me with maybe some Hawaiian whiskey, we'll see. Make sure you subscribe before you leave tonight. That's coming up in a couple weeks. But I do also have some gaming content. If y'all didn't know, this is whiskey reviews with a gaming twist. So I do have actually a couple of indie developers in the works. We're going to do some streams together, talk about their games, drink some whiskey. It's going to be a good time. So hopefully y'all are in for the ride. I'm so excited for the things I have coming down the line. But I'm also excited for this 8-year rum. Oh man, that's the Foursquare I love. There's a reason that's the one that made me fall in love with it. This 8-year noses like a really good Foursquare. Now it is lower proof. Again, this one is also 80 proof. But on the nose, that smells delicious. Ah, man, it's everything you love about whiskey, but in rum form. So it's a lot sweeter. You got to expect the sweetness, and it's not like a corn sweetness. It is a sugarcane sweetness. So it's more of like a molasses brown sugar. Once you get past that, I think that's the one note that sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't like rum," because they don't like that sweetness. I do encourage you to try some of these older releases if you can afford the Foursquare bottlings like the 2007. That was my game changer, which we're going to be trying that in the stream. Aiden inspired me to grab this bottle. So we're going to try this and do a little comparison. This is a 12-year. So we're going to be comparing this to the 12-year Dorleys and see how it stands up. We'll see, 20-something dollars versus $100. It's a big price difference. We'll see. Yeah. So, Brian just subscribed to Rock Gut. Yeah, y'all definitely go subscribe to Rock Gut Review, Jason, Perry, all these other amazing channels, especially the ones that go live on Thursdays. I hope y'all enjoy your Thursday nights. I mean, there's a lot of channels that go live. Hopefully you naturally flow into my stream, We always have a good time here. I love switching things up every now and then, but I also really love my bourbon. All right, this 8-year. Let's go and give it a try. I've been nosing it too long. Cheers, guys. And don't forget to hit the like button too. This is actually 45 people here. Holy crap, that's crazy. I haven't had a crowd that large in a while. So seriously, it does mean a lot for you guys showing up. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I know I'm not doing whiskey, but maybe you're here because you want to see something different. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see me do more weird shit. I'll do it. But thank you all for showing up. And yeah, make sure to hit the like button. And again, if you're enjoying it, make sure to subscribe because I have some really fun things coming up. All right. Now, that's a good point. Rock Gut Review says so many cheapo rums tend to be sugar bombs. Folks think every rum will be like that. That is true. A lot of cheap rums, they add the sugar back into the rum. So, of course, it's distilled from sugar, but sometimes they add the sugar back into the rum. So it's come super sweet. Not to name names. I'm sure you guys in the chat know some of these, but yeah, a lot of rum distilleries will it's just too sweet. They add sugar and they add flavorings, they add color. Not a good thing. That's why I love Foursquare so much. They're very transparent. I mean, especially on this release, it says, I think this is obviously cask strength. Yep, authentic rum, no sugar or other flavor has been added. So definitely with rum, you do have to do a little bit more research because, with bourbon and American whiskey, you can't really do much to it. You can't add colorings, you can't add flavorings. Scotch is a little more open in terms of colorings. But yeah, you got to be careful with rum because different regions of rum, this is Barbados rum. Fortunately, they are pretty strict in Barbados with their age statements. So when you got a 12-year-old rum, the youngest rum that can be in there is 12 years old. So that's good to know, at least with Barbados rum. Now, it's different depending on your region. I'm sure someone here is a lot more, educated on the laws of rum, but as a whiskey drinker, I appreciate that they don't like bullshit with the age statements, at least with the Barbados rum. Yeah, this 8-year for $20. This is honestly, as much as I love the 5-year and the 3-year, I mean, the 3-year, again, great for cocktails. If you're going to get one of these to try to convince yourself, either get this one or the one we're about to move to next, because this next one was my first one that I bought from Dorley's, and it was the one that got me excited for trying their whole lineup. So this is the 8-year, but let's move on to my first Dorley's, which may be my favorite. I haven't actually done this whole lineup together yet. So this is my first time I'm tasting through all of these together. So I appreciate y'all joining me for the journey and trying these. Maybe some of you are trying them along with me. Yeah, so this is my first time doing all 5 back-to-back. So I'll let you know what's my favorite and what's my least favorite at the end of the stream when we do the giveaway. By the way, if people are just now joining, I'm giving away 5 samples, one of each of these releases. All you got to do is send a super chat of any amount, and you are entered into the giveaway. Let me put that banner back up for all the new folks. But every super chat is an entry, 1 entry per person. I'm looking at you, Big Vic. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. So let me drink the rest. Actually, I'm going to keep the 8-year. I want to do a little side-by-side. I have another Glen over here. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is Dorley's XO. This is actually perhaps their most famous release. This actually is their best seller as far as I'm aware. This is extra age. It's not an age statement. By the way, I forgot to mention, these bottles look pretty familiar, right? I mean, I would do a little side-by-side, but it's kind of hard to do when you're when you're me. For those of you who don't know, I am handicapped. I only have one arm, so I can't ever do two bottles side by side. It's a flaw. I could fake it with some Photoshop, but yeah. So this is the Four Square bottle, and this is the Dorley's bottle. Literally the same bottle, even the same medallion. So you know, like if they're sticking their name and their ribbon on it, they stand behind that brand. Oh, thanks so much, Marty and Jenny. Say we love you, brother. Hey, I love you guys too. Like I said, y'all check out their channel. They're a new channel here on YouTube, and they are doing some really cool streams. They actually did a stream with a whiskey rep or like at a distillery recently, right? Right, Marty? I forgot the name of that distillery. I tuned in for just a couple minutes of that. It was during my work day, so I had to kind of sneak away and do a little watching. All right, so I almost drank the rest of my 8-year. Save that. Cliffy's getting excited. Cliffy is about to just pour all this rum down his throat. All right, so let me pour the XO. Now the XO, like I said, was the first one I bought. This one is actually, so there is not an age statement on it. However, it has been rumored to be 6 to 12 years old. I think it may have used to be, a 12-year age statement. They took that off. There is a 12-year, which we'll get to next. But this one, there is not an age statement, but it's a blend of 6 to 12-year-old rum. But the most interesting part is they use Oloroso sherry casks. So most of these are using, American oak, most likely use bourbon casks, but they are actually using some Oloroso sherry casks in this $20 rum. I mean, to me, this is also, I forgot to mention, this is also $20. Same price as the 8-year, $20, goes on sale often. I actually paid $16 for this. Total wine. That's crazy to me. So you can get a partially sherry matured, actually, no, it's all sherry. It's the second maturation, sorry. So they do a first maturation with the American oak, and then they use Spanish Oloroso sherry casks for the second maturation. So Oh, thanks so much, Independent Joe. He says, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Joe. Joe is a Byte Club member, so cheers to the Byte Club. I need to come up with like a custom like cheers, like a, like everyone has their like whiskey cheers. I need to have a Byte Club cheers. If y'all, hey, taking submissions, whoever comes up with a good cheers for that one gets an honorary membership. All right, let's pop the cork on this one. Oh, that was sad. I loosened it up. That's not fair. And it's also half the bottle's gone, so not really cork pop in that situation. What's up, Jeffrey Wack? What's up, man? Hope you are having a good night. Brian Campbell as well. Love seeing all the new faces here. I mean, y'all are. I'm glad y'all are enjoying this. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. All right, so let's go ahead and try this XO. So, like I said, matured for a second time in Oloroso Sherry Cask. Supposedly, that's actually a sweet sherry. I'm just going off of a blog post here. They say it's actually a sweeter blend of sherry. I just don't know the name of it. Yeah, so this is actually their biggest seller. So Tom says, hurry up with that rum. Well, cheers to you, Tom. Let's go ahead and nose the XO. Man, again with the nosing, smells like an expensive Four Square Rum. There's so much complexity in this one. It's got the fig notes that you expect from a sherry. A lot more oak on this one. I mean, I think to me, compared to the 8-year, which I'm glad I left it, I didn't drink it all. Yeah, the 8 years, it's the oak is there, but it's more subtle. I think with the XO, the oak is definitely shining through along with that red fruits from the sherry. Man, that's just heavenly on the nose. Man, Adriana said earlier, the rum smells delicious, and I agree with that. Even if you don't love it, it smells amazing. Ed says, man, I was just going to finish my whiskey, but now you got me wanting rum. I'm a bad influence. Yeah, people tell me that a lot. Well, hey, I mean, I think these rums are rums built for whiskey drinkers. So, I mean, I think it's not that weird. You can drink whiskey and then switch over to rum. Usually that's probably actually the best thing to do. Because if you start on the rum and then go to the whiskey, it's going to be the sweetness of the rum might overpower the whiskey. So, I don't know. Let me know how that experiment goes. All right, let's go ahead and give it a try. Cheers, guys. Oh, man. So much oak on that one. That is I almost feel like the sherryness of it comes kind of on not the back burner. It's still there, but the oak is the most dominant thing there. So I would guess that there's a lot of that older, it does say 6 to 12 years based on the side-by-side with the 8-year and this one tastes a bit older. So take that for what it's worth. I think the XO tastes a bit older. I'm sure they probably do blend in some younger stuff there as well. Just to kind of balance it out too, especially, to keep it affordable as well. I'm going back to my rum flavor wheel, which I shared earlier. Man, on this wheel, I would say this goes more towards it's definitely in the fruity, dried fruit, not quite tropical fruit. I'm gonna go for a second sip because I don't know if I didn't necessarily pick up on tropical fruit on that one. Oh, did I miss a cheers? James says, two bad influences. Man, I really don't want that to be my reputation on WhiskeyTube. Yeah, I'm the bad influence of WhiskeyTube. I would argue there are some other channels out here that might be worse influences for you. Doesn't mean we don't love them, but there's a few out there that hopefully I'm not the worst influence. But if I am, hey, I should own up to it and be the worst influence on WhiskeyTube. That's Cliffy speaking, not Clifton. I would say if I was going to pick out a tropical fruit in this one, it's not. I think there was more tropical fruits in the 8-year. I didn't mention it specifically. Yeah, the 8-year is more of that typical. Oh, man, going back to the 8-year, actually, that's a tough one. Those two are very, very similar. That's probably the reason they're both the same price. They're both $20. I think the 8-year leans more towards the tropical fruit, the typical rum notes. The XO leans towards more of the red fruits, maybe the not quite fig. Yeah, it's got a bit of a sour, kind of like a sour cherry kind of thing going on too. I mean, but I still think as a sipper, so funny fact, the first one I bought, like I said, was this XO. We bought it as a bar cart, make or mixed drinks. I had to pull this off the bar. I'm like, I am enjoying drinking this way too much on its own. There's I need to stop making mixed drinks, make rum and cokes with this one. It is a $20 rum, so I'm not upset about it, but I found myself enjoying sipping this neat more than I enjoyed it in a blend. Now the 8-year, I think the 8-year held up really well in a cocktail. I actually haven't yet done a mojito, which is one of my favorite mixed drinks ever, with the white rum. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll put an update on Discord showing you a mojito with this one, let you know how I did. By the way, you guys didn't know I have a Discord server. It's different than the Whiskey Tube Discord. It's actually the Bourbon Bytes Whiskey and Gaming Lounge. So if you're interested in joining that, you can join it at bourbonbytes.com. Completely free. You don't have to be a patron or anything like that. Although patrons get access to some exclusive special rooms on Discord, like our VIP lounge and our private hangouts, depending on their tier. So yeah, everyone's welcome. You guys go head over to the Discord. We're going to be hanging out on Patreon there, but I'll also be in the chat too. So if you guys join the Discord, make sure to say hello. I'm love to have you over there. We have a lot of great discussions and some pretty crazy. We have an adults only called Bourbon Bits. That's our adults only channel. So if you want to see some adults only entertainment, not OnlyFans, because apparently they're banning porn. Did y'all hear that? We talked about it on Discord earlier today, but OnlyFans is banning pornographic content. What a shift in conversation. What did I just do? I'm sorry. As people are joining the Discord now. Yeah. Y'all want to get on that OnlyFans discussion? Join the Discord. I see someone just joined. Who joined us here today? Oh, I see. Bayou Drams. Bayou Drams is our newest Discord member. And LA Print or La Print. Good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in. But speaking of member, not more importantly, that's rude. Most importantly, we have a new Byte Club member. James Taylor just joined the Byte Club. Cheers to you, James. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the Byte Club. Hopefully, I hope to see all of your Cliffy emojis in the chat. And of course, your support does mean a lot to the channel. So cheers to you, James. And thank you so much for that. And welcome to the Byte Club. It's like the Big Dick Club, but a little more tame. Yeah, OnlyFans shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, we'll continue the OnlyFans discussion over on Discord because that's a crazy one. Isn't that what OnlyFans is for? Yeah, but they're trying to seek out new investors and they're trying to get away from the porn. I got heated about it on Discord, so so check that discussion out. But back to the rum. We got one more to do. I think the XO is my favorite so far of the four. But we're going to move to what Aiden told us at the beginning of the stream was his favorite from the lineup. It's actually one of his favorite rums altogether. So we're going to see if Aiden's opinion on that stands up. I see Sugar Kitty with the Bourbon Bites Cliffy emojis. I almost call them Biddy. Bourbon Bite Biddy emojis. Cheers to you, Sugar Kitty, as well. All right, let me finish off the 8-year, and then we're going to move to the 12-year, which I'm very excited to get back into. I've only tried it once, so I'm excited to do a full review of this one. All right. So we're moving on to the most expensive, and it's so funny to say that because by most expensive, I mean when it's not on sale. This one is, let me find it. Not on sale, this one's $27. However, it's often on sale. You can combine it with, like a 10% off coupon, 20% off coupon. I got mine for $23. So there's that. It's the only one in this lineup that's actually above 20 when you're thinking about a standard size 750 milliliter bottle. So little overpriced. Overpriced is not the word. Step up in price, but we'll see if those extra years make a difference. So let's go ahead and pour the 12-year. That was a good core pop. I'm not sure if you heard it. What's up, Bourbon Baller? Sorry if I missed a few people come in. I know the chat was chatting a bit while I was going on my little OnlyFans rant. Oh, I'm missing Donnie's cheers suggestions. Oh no, I'm sorry, Donnie. Let me find that. Donnie, I'm looking for it for you, man. Thanks so much, Cheech. Yes, the Patreon link there. If you guys want to join that. We are 3 patrons away from 40 patrons, which is crazy. Oh my gosh, 40 of you guys, almost 40 of you guys like me enough to support the channel. That's awesome. So appreciate you guys. If you guys, if anyone joins Patreon, I'm trying to check my phone just so I don't miss it. Donnie, I am looking for your cheers, and I have not seen them. To the young Colonel, I love that, James. Here's to no regrets. I wish I could stand to that, but I have a lot of regrets. I don't know if this is a cheer. That's probably not a cheers, but keeping the ladies in Morocco employed. Cheers. That's definitely not what you meant by that one, Donnie. All right, I caught a couple of them, Donnie. All right. So Aiden says, I should mention that Dorley's 12 is my favorite budget rum, but all of my favorites are made by Foursquare. Yeah, I'm beginning to think I'm going to have that same thing happen. So I just realized I didn't. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I was like, did I pour that? Absolutely did. And y'all, Cliffy is making an early appearance. Like I said, I recorded a whiskey review before the stream. So, all right. So This is the 12-year. Now, this was actually a blend. I don't know about the rest, but this one gives you some good info. It's a blend of pot still and column still rum. It's 10% of it is aged in a Madeira cask. 90% is in Kentucky bourbon cask. Both 12 years old, so they're not, skimping out on age. So there is a little bit of that Madeira influence, not quite as much as the XO, which, had a lot more of the Oloroso sherry with it. To good intentions and poor judgment. Love that one. Bayou Jams. There's some really great ones out there. Another day, another bender, no retreat, no surrender. Well, that's a relevant comment. Check back my review next week, because the whiskey that I reviewed deals with someone that thought someone was surrendering and they weren't, and they ended up shooting them. It's a sad story. Check it out. Tune in. Make sure you subscribe to watch next week's bourbon review. It's a fun one. All right. So this 12-year is $27. Let's go ahead and give it a nose. Whoa, that one is funky. Not funky in like a Jamaican rum kind of way, but definitely has some funk to it. I mean, rum funk is something that I really haven't had much experience with. Sometimes I think of it as a bad thing. Like, you think of, like, to me, I'm not a huge fan of Jamaican rum. It has a very intense flavor that's not quite my jam. I think for bourbon drinkers, it's kind of going to be kind of off-putting. This isn't necessarily that Jamaican funk. This has some sort of funk to it, but I'm not sure what I'm getting on that. It's definitely a little more smoky, I would say. It has like a little kind of similar to like a medicinal kind of smoke, like a iodine kind of situation. But man, that you can tell that this is well aged. There's a lot of wood on that one. And it's not the typical, the lighter wood. This is like a dark, rich wood. Kind of what you would get on, like, one of my favorite bourbons is like Knob Creek, the older single barrels of that one. It kind of smells like the oak in a Knob Creek. So that's really exciting. Bayou Jams, I used to play in a rum funk group in college. Is that a thing? I don't know. Oh, wait. So I could be wrong. 60 Hertz says, I think you're reading off the 14-year specs. So those specs in terms of the Madeira cask, that could be wrong. I actually was going off of a blog post. So they may have had their info. Y'all, finding info on these rums is extremely hard. Total Wine doesn't tell you much of anything at all. The backs tell you, a little bit. So the back of this just says white oak cask for a full 12 years, complex character. That's all it really tells you on the bottle. So that may be true. So maybe don't listen to my notes about the Madeira. That may have just been a misprint on that blog. I had to go to like third-party things to find info on this, because literally there's nothing on the internet about these rums other than Total Wine and reviewers. That's all I can find. So thank you for that info. May we be who our pets think we are. Oh, that's pretty high praise for myself. I don't know if I'd stand up to that. All right, cheers, guys. Let's try the 12-year Dorley's rum. Oh, wow. So maybe, I would say there's definitely some kind of fruitiness there that I would think that maybe it is the Madeira casks. That's sorry, I choked a little bit. It's still 80 proof. Don't worry. Just don't get too excited. It's not that high of proof. There's like that one is more of a wine influence. So I think there's got to be. Oh wait, Cohen says the Dorley's 12 is the 10% Madeira. Okay, maybe so. I don't actually know, so I can't say who's right or wrong. But I would say of all of them, that has some pretty dominant raspberry. Raspberry is the fruit that's come to mind too, like raspberry, fig. Not quite the cherry like I got on the other one. This one's more of like a bright, like an apple skin, like a red apple skin. I know that's a weird note, but that's what's coming to mind. But man, it's definitely more earthy too. This one, the 12-year, that age is, you can tell it's really digging deep into that oak barrel. It's pulling out some almost like pineapple rind. Is that even a note? It's like a pineapple, but not the sweet part of the pineapple. Like when you get down towards like the core of the pineapple. $26 says Aiden. Yes, exactly. This is ridiculous deal. 12-year-old. Man, I hope this stream encourages you guys. If you've been curious about rum, go, plop down your, $20 or, depending which of these you get, give it a try. I think these could actually maybe even change your mind about rum. Maybe not in the same way that Foursquare does with being mind-blowing cast with rum, but in terms of flavors that a whiskey drinker would really appreciate, I think these Four Squares are where it's at. I'm really, really excited for these. or these Foursquare, sorry, these Dorleys. Man, it's the last 10 minutes of the stream, which, by the way, last chance to get your entries in. Like I said, any super chat that comes in tonight gets you one entry into tonight's, what's it called? Rotundra of Rum, giving away 5 samples, one of each of these whiskeys. Take a shot. I said whiskey, one of each of these rums. So last chance, last call for entries. We'll do that spin in about 5 minutes. And someone's going to win some rum. So yeah. So I think favorite-wise, now let me go back to the XO, because the XO was really impressing me until I had that 12 years. So let me go to the XO and see which 2 of these is my favorite. So back to the XO now. Well, first of all, we just got our newest patron. Whiskey Nose just became a bourbon bit, which is the $2 tier on Patreon. Yes, I forgot to mention, you guys can become a patron for as little as $2 a month. So now we are only 2 patrons away from 40. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate that so much, man. Hopefully you enjoy Patreon. Hopefully you're on the Discord. Make sure you get access to that VIP lounge, which is for all the patrons. And cheers to all the new subscribers too. I noticed we have 3 new subscribers tonight. So y'all are awesome. I'm glad y'all are having a good time. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. So I'll give it a couple more minutes before we spin the wheel of whiskey. But let me decide, 12-year or XO. The XO is sweeter. I need a little bit. I can pour a little bit more XO, right? We're at the last 10 minutes of the stream. Let's see. Let's get a little crazy. So let's pour a little bit more of the XO. What's up, DMC? Good to see you. So XO, unaged dated but Oloroso sherry, 12-year, obviously. Maybe some Madeira. I'm not 100% sure, but there might be Madeira casks. Yes, thank you. Donnie says, cheers to all the new subs and new patrons. Thank you. And all the new people, new Byte Club members. Man, we got all new members of everything. We got new Discord members. We got new Byte Club members. We got new patrons. A second new patron. Holy crap, you guys. Y'all are like going to make me cry. Mike Stahl is our newest Bourbon Byte patron, which is the $5 tier, which means you get access to our monthly hangout, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. $5 tier is where you get access to that each month. We do a massive hangout. So like I said, even at the $2 tier, though, it does really support the channel. So cheers to you, Mike, and cheers to you, Marty. You guys are awesome. So right now, what does that put us at? Let me make sure. We are at 30. Let me check. I think we're at 39 patrons. Patreon is frozen. Great. Rotundra of Rum. Yes, that is coming up. All right. So right now, Patreon just says 37, but I think it's at 39. I think we are 1 patron away from 40. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. It's never a bad day when your night bites. I like that. I don't know if I bite. I get it, but like it sounds like I'm very aggressive. I'm not that. I'm not that aggressive. Cohen says Real McCoy's is not worth the price when compared to the Dorleys or RL Seale. Yeah, that's the thing with Real McCoy's. I've seen it, but price wise, it's like you said, it's like in between. It's like not quite Foursquare prices, but it's also not as good of a deal as the Dorleys. So it's, I would love to do a side by side. Maybe if they have a 12-year release, to do the 12-year Dorleys versus that one. But yeah, I think for the budget, I mean, I love a good mixing rum. I love making cocktails, like I said. Dorleys, I mean, they have my heart. I mean, I obviously have 5 bottles here, so it's going to be a while before I go through all these. Oh my gosh. We just hit 40 patrons thanks to Jen and Cheech Ardolino. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is the most new patrons in one night since I launched Patreon. That is a record. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. Seriously, and to all my existing patrons too, thank y'all so much. It really does mean a lot to see you guys supporting the channel, not just coming here week to week, but also, hopping on Patreon, sending super chats, joining the Byte Club. I try to make it easy for y'all to like support the channel whichever way you feel comfortable. But even those of you that, just come week to week, y'all don't understand. Like it really warms my heart. So cheers to you. Cheers to Cheech and Jen and Marty and Jenny and Mike Stahl. Thank y'all for helping me reach that goal tonight. Y'all are awesome. I think I'm gonna have to pour a special pour at the end of this. So let me go ahead and get the wheel of whiskey queued up. Let me try the 12-year and make that final judgment, and then we're gonna get I call it the wheel of whiskey, didn't I? The Rotundrum of Rum. I think for complexity sake, the 12 years, I prefer the 12-year over the XO. However, XO is $7 cheaper. I mean, you're out less than $50 if you buy both of them. I say buy both of them and give it a try. Oh wait, we have a new. Oh, that one didn't pop up. Weird. Hold on. I didn't get a notification from Patreon, but let me double check that. I think we might have a new Patreon. Yeah, we do. Mike Trombetta, or sorry, not Mike. I'm so sorry. I messed your name. I'm really bad. I feel so bad about that. John Trombetta became a new patron too. So we are at 41. Thank you so much, John. That's seriously, man, y'all are awesome. Hopefully, I'm going to make sure I post more on Patreon now. Y'all got me excited. Like, I got to do more for patrons. So keep an eye on Patreon. I'll do some polls. I'll do some, sometimes I do patron-only gaming sessions. So if y'all want to do some like Among Us, I love doing that. I also do that with my Byte Club members too, which there's a lot of overlap. Let's be real. So yeah, but make sure if you guys join Patreon tonight, make sure you go to the Discord because that's where you get all your perks. So bourbonbytes.com is where you join the Discord. If it doesn't automatically adjust to your rank, because everyone has their ranks on Discord based on Patreon. So if you are a patron and your Discord rank, you can't see the VIP room, please just message me. I'll upgrade you myself and give you your rank that your tier on Patreon. So definitely want to make sure patrons are recognized on Discord because that's my community, and recognizing you guys is the least I can do for your support. All right, we're gonna spin the Rotundrum, whatever we're calling Rotunda. Is it Rotundra? I don't know. Cliffy's here, y'all. Cliffy's. This is gonna be a fun after party hangout. All right. So let me just make sure that all these super chats have been counted. All right. I think we are good to go. So let me get that set up. Yeah. So typically you have to link your Patreon to Discord, but sometimes it doesn't automatically do it. So if it doesn't automatically do it, just let me know. I'll do it manually. No worries. Yeah, cheers to you, Chiefs. Thanks for that. Okay, let's get the Rotundra of whiskey set up here. Let's get everyone's name. Let me take off those bonus entries from Big Vic, even though I love you, Big Vic, but come on. Let me find it. All right. Get the set up for you guys. Sorry. This is why I wish I had an assistant. I could be had this set up for me already, but all right. Make sure everyone's names are here. Let me shuffle it a couple times before I share my screen. All right, let's pull up that Rotundra of Rum. That's so awful. I hate that name. I'm sorry I came up with that. Oof, that's a rough one. All right. So let's get that screen shared. Boom, boom. Chrome tab. Get the audio. All right. Y'all ready for this? We are going to spin the Rotundra of Rum. That's so awful. All right. Cheers, everyone. Good luck to the winners here tonight. Oh, it's a close one. It's a close one. Diana Webb. Diana just beat out Donnie. Diana, congratulations. You got to share a little bit with Donnie too. Let's see. I know y'all are going to share. Congratulations, Donnie. So close, James. That was so close, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We do a lot of these giveaways here on the channel. So if you guys want to come back week to week, make sure to subscribe and get your chance to win some samples. Congratulations, Diana. We also have a new freaking, holy crap, new $20 page. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, that's another currency. I don't. that's not in US dollars, is it? I don't understand. Oh, it was okay. I'm sorry. It said per year. I was very confused. Holy crap. Big Vic just became a patron for a year. That's a commitment, man. Hopefully you're ready to stick around with me for a year because you've already paid me. So hopefully you stick around. Thank you so much. Big Vic is now a patron for the entire from now until next August. So thank you so much, Big Vic, man. That's awesome. Thank you to so many of you new patrons, new Byte Club members, and most of all, new viewers. So if you want to see more like this, I'm here every Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you found a new rum that you may love. So I'm actually going to save this 2007. I was going to drink this. I'm going to actually, fuck it. I said I was going to save it for the after party. I'm going to drink it right now because y'all make me so happy. So I'm going to drink the 2007 Foursquare, my first Foursquare purchase, $100, I think. It may have been 90 actually. Yeah, this whiskey is the one that man, y'all doing the drinking game must be drunk. This rum is the rum that convinced me I got to explore rum because this is the bourbon drinkers rum, absolutely hands down. So this is a Foursquare 2007. I'll give a quick tasting notes, but I've already reviewed this on the channel several times. But for you guys. Damn, that's delicious. Cask strength. What's the proof on that one? That's a 12-year-old ex-bourbon cask, 59% ABV. Whew, almost 120 proof. Foursquare is legit, y'all. Whether you're trying the 2007 or the Dorley's line, enjoy, explore it. Find your new, may not replace whiskey, but you may find your new second favorite spirit. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Like I said, with an Ardbeg limited edition stream, most likely, unless something else comes up. We'll see. But until next time, this has been Bourbon Bites Whiskey Reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton. Cheers, and I'll see you guys on a new produced video early next week and then new live stream next Thursday. Cheers. Have a good night.